Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Crystal. Last time I evolved I evolved Cyndaquil into Kalava. We explored the Unknown Ruins, made a trade for an Onix, and this time if I don't get to Falconer in this episode, I will definitely make this a 2-part episode, even a 3-part episode if we have to, because I know you guys are probably getting tired of me fighting all these useless trainers and stuff, so yeah, after this battle I'll cut out, till we get to the next trainer, kind of cut out all the random battles we get, just because, I wish I could show you all the battles, just because then you feel more a part of the game, but I guess a lot of people don't want that, but that's not me personally, but it does cut down a lot of episode time. Because up until whatever the point, I think the last couple episodes I've cut out all wild battles unless it was a battle where I captured or evolved. Up until that point, wild battles made up probably for at least a quarter of my episodes. So, I guess that it's a good thing. That way we'll be cutting out half of the length of the series that I have to do. So, if I do choose to move on to a different LP, certainly I'll get there faster. And so, yeah, I moved that. I don't know why I keep leaving that there. Because now, as I've said before, I'm using a screen recorder. Not a game recorder. So whenever I move something on my screen and stuff like that, it shows it. Because obviously it doesn't record the game itself, but the whole screen. So I could record anything on this, which is what I'm kind of happy about. So if I wanted to show you guys, because I haven't really gone into it too much, but once I figure out how to trade in this, I'm sure a lot of you will be asking me how to do such a thing. So, and I know the ice cream truck's coming down my street. I was like, what's that noise? But whatever, I don't think you guys heard that because my rock band mic isn't that sensitive. But anyways, I know because our marathon, which is coming up in August, which will be from, I believe it's the 15th to either the 20th or 21st. I think it's going to move to the 21st. Just because there's so many people that are willing to volunteer. It's not personally me. I mean, obviously, I really wish if we don't move it, I really wish we would have moved it to the 21st, because then I'd be able to be there. But if I can't make it there, that's no big deal. As I said before, I'm going fishing in Alaska in 2 weeks, so it's not like I'm suffering at grandma's house in Arkansas or anything like that for 2 weeks while my friends are out there playing video games for charity and things like that. But anyways, moving forward, last night our group got together and we had a party, and that was a very successful party. Had a lot of fun. We played a lot of because another portion of our marathon is going to be, well, first party is going to be we're going to catch all 151 Pokemon in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow series. Which I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to be part of those. I was going to be one of the 3 people or so, because I do own all 3 games, but whatever. But actually, I do own every Pokemon game, at least for the main series ever made. I don't own the latest Pokemon Ranger, and I don't own Mystery Dungeon Sky or Pokemon Snap or any of those. Or I wish I would buy the Pokemon Scramble, but I have money. I don't have that much money, and I have other things I'd rather be buying. But because I'm not just a Pokemon only gamer. But one sec. Okay, just taking care of that wild battle. Yeah, if I stumble, a lot of it's just because I don't know exactly when it's recording. Anyways, we're gonna do that, and then I was gonna be one of the main people to play. Wow, that's some lag. Anyways, but, I was gonna be one of the people to catch that, and I don't think I was going to do it per se, but one of us was, either me or Dimitri, who's currently playing Battletoads, we're going to do the Mew glitch, because obviously Mew isn't a legit Pokemon in that game in North America. Wow, we're having some really serious lag here. I'm gonna see if I can't fix that. I will be right back. Okay, I think that should have fixed it. Because I recorded an episode yesterday afternoon, or not yesterday afternoon, yesterday morning, before I went to our party that I was talking about before, but I was going to upload it last night, but we ended up watching Birdemic, which is probably one of the worst fucking movies of all time. It is so bad. Basically, I'll give you guys a rundown of it for those of you that haven't heard it. I recommend it extremely. Like, if you're gonna have a bunch of guys over, I mean, it's not really. I don't think girls would find it as enjoyable as guys do, just because I don't think girls are as into like bad thriller movies as we are. But so it's a story about two people, and it's this guy, I think it's like James Mugen. He is the director and story writer. He was trying to write a story. Oh, that's a decent move. He tried to write a story about how two people fall in love, and then the other half of the movie is how they're trying to survive an apocalypse when birds attack. And the other, like, third of the movie is a green story about how you should live green and save the Earth's natural resources. Like, one of the lines, so the main character is a businessman. He is a salesman at like MGT software, at some software company that obviously doesn't exist, but the story takes place in California where we live. It takes up it's like Half Moon Bay, someplace like that. But it's about how he's a salesman and stuff like that. So he has a shared stock interest or something like that. And so when the company sells, he earns like $10 million. And so his buddy also works with him there, and he also has a stock interest. So they're talking, and he's like, and his friend is like, "I'm gonna get a Ferrari," and he's like, "Nah, I'm okay." And he's like, "You know, the only way to grow a girl's pants is with a Ferrari." And he's like, "It's okay. I like my Ford Mustang GT. It's a plug-in hybrid. It gets 110 miles to the gallon," and all that stuff. And then they're on a date, not him and his friend, but obviously him and his girlfriend, which is the love story part. And she's a Victoria's Secret model, so you can see how that works out. But they go on a double date because apparently, small world, his friend's girlfriend is his girlfriend's best friend. So it's kind of like a little love square or something like that. But anyways, so they went on a date, and so they see a movie, and after it, he's like, "What a great movie!" And Convenient Truth, and all that stuff. And actually, there is a portion in the movie where they talk to a doctor who's like, "I don't think the birds are the problem here." After, of course, these birds have been like ripping out people's eyeballs, and there's countless dozens dead. Yeah, this movie is of such bad production quality that they didn't end up, they had no production value whatsoever. So like they shoot scenes like at parks, and there's people playing behind them while they're like, "Oh, we're the last ones alive in the world," and all that stuff. Like they'll be like, "Oh my God, there's so many people, they're dying," and all that stuff. And they're like, "Let's see if we can find some survivors." And people are just like, they're like driving on a freeway, and people are just passing them by the thousands on the roads and all that stuff. It's absolutely hilarious, and it seems like at some points they just pulled over and asked people if they'd be in their movie. Anyways, I ran out of production time there. Anyways, there's at one point they stop at some place like at a gas station or something, and like half the main characters are from the same family. They're all from like the obviously not the good Osborne family, but they're all like Osborne, and it's just like generic family number one. And there's also a guy in there that's tree hugger. But anyways, so that's what we did at our party, and then we also played Super Smash Brothers Brawl, because besides our theme, I guess at first it was going to be retro games, which is why we were doing the 151 Pokemon Marathon. At first it was going to be just a Pokemon Marathon, where we were going to do Gold, Silver, Crystal as well, and we were going to catch all, whatever, 252 there is. I don't know what the exact, I think it's 252, I'm not sure on the exact numbers here, but anyways, we were going to catch all those, and then that was going to be our marathon. It was going to take, what, like 3 days, 2 days, something like that. See how many donations we can get, pick up some fans, do something bigger later, but we changed that. We added a couple games. We were going to make it then like a retro-thon, where we were going to play like Mega Man 2, Mega Man 1, games like that. Not Super, but regular Paper Mario, games like that. And then we started adding challenges to them, and so then our marathon became more about the challenges. So now we have a challenge marathon where we're trying to beat things like, I'll say right now that once I get a video capture card, you'll see me, I'll upload some solo zombie videos where I reach like round 45, 50 and stuff like that. Obviously those videos will be like 20-part videos, because especially solo, but like especially like 50 is not the hardest thing to reach on Kino der Toten or anything like that, but or like on Arouse if you're playing solo, or Shino Numa even on solo. But it affected it before. I guess it doesn't affect it this time. Whatever. I've killed it before, so I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, just before I was saying, wow, I forgot. So I can get up to 50, but they want to get up to using 4-player system link, because obviously we're not going to be playing 2 online, because we have to play at the same place, and we don't want to be stressing out our internet connection too much, because we'll obviously be live streaming all this, have a chat going on for you guys, things like that. So they want to get to round 80 using 4-person system link. I don't know what map they want to do it on, but they just want to get to around 80. Unless they abuse some glitch that I'm unaware of. Like, I don't know if it still exists, but like the glitch where you get on top of the sentry gun place in Kino der Toten, or like use the glitch. I don't know if they patched it. I think they did. I heard from somebody they did. But there used to be a glitch on Call of the Dead where you could step. There's this one little place where you could step between like a rock and some stairs, and if you leave the door closed, they'd all pile up on the door behind you, and they wouldn't go after your teammates unless they got extremely close to them. So your teammates could stick in the back of the room and stuff like that. I think they got rid of that one though. So I don't know how they're gonna get to around 80. I would say 50 is reasonable, but as I've said before, at round 50, it comes to the point where it'd be about an hour a round. I would assume an hour. I think when it's a solo round, it's about 30 minutes a round. I haven't played Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies in a long time. I haven't played in a few weeks, but well, not a few weeks, but like a few months even. So I'm a little rusty on the numbers. So yeah, here's our rival. After this, I'm gonna just end the episode and make it a 2-part episode, by the way, because I think I'm running out of time here. But anyways, so our rival obviously crushes this sage, and however he heals he doesn't know. But the sage is lecturing him on how Pokemon are not weapons; they're more friends that you can fight in an arena and kill each other with and stuff. Because that's what you all do. That's what everyone does with their friends: is put them in an arena and say "you kill you" and stuff like that, and torch them on fire and hit them with like blades of steel and shit like that. But because obviously like Scizor, those things are like blades. You gotta assume that, especially when it uses Swords Dance and things like that. Come on, that's just ridiculous. Or like Snorlax using Body Slam. So yeah, he teleports away, and I will see you in the next episode.